Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Let me introduce myself. My name is Kitana Gita Putri. This is my simulation video of manipulative mathematics media, P-Puzzle. And this is my media. The name is P-Puzzle. P-Puzzle is manipulative mathematics media made in puzzle form as a fun media that can be assumed as a game also. This media helps students to know and understand about Pythagoras theorem by proving the theorem. In the media, attach list of the triple Pythagoras and some problems related to Pythagoras to improve students' understanding. And this is for the learning objective. By using scientific approach with the help of mathematical manipulative, students can find and understand the material about Pythagoras theorem. And for the learning activities, for the first activity is the activity of extracting prerequisite knowledge, and we must observe this puzzle and how many flat shapes are there in the puzzle. We have 4. This is the small square, and then this is the medium square, and this is the big square, and there is also triangle. And what is the length of the sides of each flat shape? We have for the small square, we have the length is A, small a, and then for the medium we have the length is B, and for the big square we have the length is C. And from this we know that from the length we can determine the area of this shapes. And for this small square we have the area is A square, and for the medium square we have the area is B square, and then for the big square we have the area is C square. And then we will go to the activity of discovering concept or principle. We have this small square with the code is A, and then with the medium square code is B, and for the big square we have the code is C. And for observe the flat shapes code A and B is the area of flat shapes code A and B same. We know from before that this area is A square and this B square, so the area of these two shapes are different. And then we will observe this puzzle in this shape, and we will take this puzzle. Okay. For the part B, we observe that the shape code C, and then we take the puzzle pieces of the flat shape code C, and for the next, we arrange the puzzle pieces from the flat shape code A and B into the flat shape code C. We arrange it. Thus, the puzzle pieces of the flat shape code A and B match the flat shape code C. Since it match, so the match code A and code B match the puzzle or the flat shape code C. So we can find the relationship between the areas of the three flat shapes after we have done the activity of installing the puzzle pieces of the flat shapes code A and B into the flat shapes code C. We know the area of the flat shape code A is a square, and the area of the flat shapes B code B is B square, and for the flat shape C is C square. So C square is equal to A square plus B square. And we move to this flat shape. We can make this as code D with code D, and to find the length of the longest side of the flat shape, this is we can know the formula based on the activity that we have done. This is, since the length is C, so we can conclude that C equals to the square root of A square plus B square. Okay, and we can make a conclusion to find the longest side of the triangle. We can find by C equals to the square root of A square plus B square. And if we remove it, and make it as this. Another way to prove Pythagoras theorem using this mathematical manipulative media P puzzle is we can observe this is C and this is D. Since it made like this, so we our student can prove Pythagoras theorem by using Euclid scheme. We can make this as I, and this is as 2I, and this as X. This is, we know that this is A and this is B. Based on similarity of triangle, then we get X over A equals to A over C, so that we get X equals to A square over C, so the area of I equals to X multiplied by C equals to A square over C multiplied by C equals to A square. Using the same way, we can obtain the area of 2I. The area of 2I equals to B square. Thus, the area of I plus the area of 2I equals to A square plus B square equals to C squared. So the student can prove the Pythagoras theorem by previous activities. If there is a right triangle with the side A, B, and to find the longest side C, we can use Pythagoras theorem. C squared equals to A squared plus B squared. So C equals to the square root of A squared plus B squared. After students have proven Pythagoras theorem, student can read and observe this triple Pythagoras, list of triple Pythagoras. Student can find the characteristic. For deepening the material, student can take some problems related to Pythagoras theorem and solve them. Okay, that's all for me. I hope that the media can help students to understand Pythagoras theorem more. And thank you very much. Sorry for any mistake. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.